Hi guys, welcome to Infimux. In this video, we are going to learn how to make animation with Macromedia Flash 8. Before, it was Macromedia Flash, but now it is bought by Adobe and becomes Adobe Animate. But Macromedia Flash still exists and you can download it for free. So go to Google search and type Macromedia Flash. There are some of the links. You may try one of them. Once you have installed it, the interface will look like this. Now click the Flash document. This is the menu bar. This is the toolbar, which is usually you have in almost any drawing panel. This is the color panel. This are the Align, Info, and Transform panels. This is the layer. You can add a layer by right-clicking the mouse and inserting layer. And you can delete a layer by selecting the layer and clicking the bin here. This is the timeline, which consists of frames. This is frame 1. This is frame 20. This is frame 50. And this is frame 100. In a frame, you can right-click and insert a keyframe. Here we insert a keyframe in frame 20. We insert a keyframe in frame 50. And insert a keyframe in frame 100. We can also clear a keyframe. We can also insert a frame by right-clicking and inserting a frame. Now, notice that the keyframe we have inserted is now moved to frame 101. We can insert some frames by highlighting some frames and then inserting frames, and of course, we can remove frames. This is the canvas. Put the mouse on it and right-click, then click on the document properties. Then you can adjust the size, the speed, this is frames per second, and the background color. Something like so. You can zoom out or zoom in on the canvas by clicking on the view and clicking on the zoom out or zoom in. But you can also go to this top right corner and specify the percentage of the view. Notice that this is a 2 dimensions animation. Now, let's draw a circle. Like this. Click on the circle in the toolbar. Click on the canvas and hold Then drag as far as you want the size of the circle. This consists of the stroke and the fill. You can change the color of the stroke by clicking here. So this is also another color panel. To separate the stroke and the fill, you click on the fill and drag it. The fill can be solid, that is just one color. The fill can also be linear, that is from left to right. These are the color marks. You assign a color to each mark. You can add a mark by double-clicking here and assigning a color to the new mark. The fill can also be radial, that is inside out. Similarly, you can arrange or switch the marks and assign a color to each mark. Now, let's do some animations. The first one is motion animation. Go to frame 1 and make sure it has a keyframe. If not, then you insert a keyframe. Let's draw a circle. I like to separate the stroke and the fill, keep the fill and delete the stroke. Now go to frame 100 and insert a keyframe there. Then drag the circle somewhere else, for example here. Then click somewhere between the two keyframes, right-click, and click on Create Motion Tween. Then click the Control and Test Movie. Voila! There is your first animation. And if you add a frame somewhere after frame 100, then it is gonna do this. Now, if you add a keyframe between frame 1 and frame 100, and move the circle somewhere else, then here is the result. You can also make the circle move following a path. Here is how you do it. Let's delete the middle keyframe. Then go to the Add Motion path. You see a new layer is added. Click on the new layer so that it is now active. Click on the pencil, then draw the path whatever you like. In frame 1, make sure the start of the path coincides with the pivot of the circle. Here, the pivot of the circle is in the middle of the circle. And in frame 100, move the circle to the other end of the path. Again, make sure the end of the path hits the pivot of the circle. Now test the movie. You see, the circle now is moving following the path. Now, we are going to do shape animation. Let's delete this and insert a keyframe in frame 1. Draw a circle, delete the stroke. And fill the circle with radial colors. Anything you want. This is your world, you decide. Then go to another frame, for example, frame 100, and insert a keyframe there. Then, for example, draw 3 squares and fill them with solid colors. Then go to a frame somewhere between frame 1 and frame 100. Click it. Then go to tween here. The motion tween is also here. So instead of right-click, you can choose here. But this time we are going to choose the shape tween. Then test the video to see the result. Now, here are some more examples. You can hide or unhide a layer by clicking the dot under the eye. Layer 1 and Layer 3 are for motion animations, and Layer 4 is for shape animation. You can also see the color difference in the timeline. That's all guys for now. Enjoy your own animations.